buying a house, the debate that divides India more than cricket teams or political parties. On one side, parents, uncles, aunties saying, "Beta, घर तो अपना ही होना चाहिए. EMI दो, but at least you'll own something." And दूसरी side पे young professionals saying, "Why get stuck with 25 years of EMIs? I think renting gives me freedom." अब कौन सही है? What actually makes sense, renting or buying a house in India? So, hi, I'm Tina Nandwani, and this is Finora, a channel that finally talks about money the way we actually experience it. Messy, confusing, sometimes scary, but always present in our lives. Let's break it down logically with real numbers, not just emotions. Because when it comes to your biggest financial decision, you don't need any WhatsApp gyan. Stay till the end because I'll give you simple framework to decide what's right for you. So first, अब आप सोचोगे ऐसा क्यों डिबेट ही क्यों है ऐसा कि रेंटिंग और बाइंग के बीच में. सी आई टेल यू वन थिंग, हमारे पेरेंट्स की जनरेशन के लिए बाइंग अ हाउस वाज द अल्टीमेट गोल. प्रॉपर्टी प्राइसेस बहुत ही कम थे, लोन्स हार्डली कोई थे, एंड वंस आप ले लिया अपने घर इट्स वैल्यूज़ ऑलमोस्ट ऑलवेज शॉट अप. बट अगर हम आज की बात करें तो प्रॉपर्टी प्राइसेस बिग सिटीज़ में बहुत ज़्यादा है. होम लोन्स 20 to 30 years of EMI slavery है. Renting, it gives you flexibility. That is why if you notice, Gen Zs are questioning the old age mantra, rent is waste, buy is best. But the truth is not black and white. देखो, एक इसका इमोशनल साइड भी है. अब हम इसके मैथ्स और लॉजिकल थिंग्स में जाएं. लेट्स एक्नॉलेज द इमोशनल साइड. Owning a house in India is not just about shelter, it's about social status. अपना घर तो अपना घर होता है. That's respect in the society. Emotional security, nobody can kick you out. Stability for our family, especially kids. Retirement safety, no rent stress in old age. That's why parents obsess about it. They equate owning a home with stability and success. But emotions alone shouldn't decide a 50 lakhs to 1 crore ka purchase, right? Let's bring in numbers. Now, what is the maths or what is the logic behind it? हम लोग एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. से आपको 2 BHK होम लेना है बैंगलोर में. कितना प्राइस होगा? अप्रॉक्स 80 lakhs. रेंट कितना होगा सेम फ्लैट का? 25,000 पर मंथ. अब हम एक बार इसको कंपेयर करते हैं. अगर आप खरीदते हो, इफ़ यू आर ओनिंग इट, यू विल पे रुपीज़ 20 to 25 lakhs एज डाउन पेमेंट. दैट्स 20 to 30%. लोन कितना हुआ? ऑफ अप्रॉक्स 55 to 60 lakhs. EMI for 20 years will be approx 8%. That's 48,000 per month. प्लस मेंटेनेंस, प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स, रिपेयर्स, इन सब में टोटल कितना चला जाएगा? 5 से 7 हज़ार. सो आपका टोटल आउटफ्लो कितना हो रहा है? 55,000 एवरी मंथ. अगर अब आप रेंट करते हो तो आउटफ्लो कितना होगा? 25,000 रेंट. दैट्स इट. कोई प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स नहीं, कोई रिपेयर्स नहीं है, कोई डाउन पेमेंट नहीं है. If you invest the 20 lakhs down payment plus EMI savings in mutual funds, that money can grow massively in 20 years. So purely on cash flow, renting looks cheaper. But there's another side. Now see, appreciation and ownership. When you buy after 20 years of EMIs, you own an asset. That 80 lakh house might be worth rupees 2 crores. By then, let's assume 6% का appreciation per year. As a renter, you'll never own. You'll have to keep paying rent forever, and rent itself increases 5 to 10% every few years. So buying gives you ownership, rent-free retirement and asset value. Renting gives you flexible and savings, you can invest somewhere else. So which one wins? It actually depends on your situation. Now let's consider factors. कौन से factors पे हमें ये decision रखना चाहिए या लेना चाहिए. First one is location. Property prices versus rent ratio. If EMI is double the rent for the same house, then renting is smarter. If EMI and rent are close, buying makes more sense. Next one is stability versus flexibility. Planning to live in the same city for 10 years, I think then buying is good. Unsure of career, might relocate, then rent is better. Next one, down payment. तो आपको ऐसा सोचना चाहिए आपके पास 20 से 30% डाउन पेमेंट विदाउट ड्रेनिंग योर इमरजेंसी फंड अमाउंट है. इफ़ नो, देन डोंट रश टू बाय. नेक्स्ट वन इज जॉब सिक्योरिटी एंड इनकम ग्रोथ. स्टेबल जॉब, ग्रोइंग इनकम, सेफ टू टेक अ लोन. अनसर्टन जॉब, volatile income, rent still stable. Next one is opportunity cost. Could that down payment, or you can also include EMI savings, earn more if invested elsewhere? Then run the math, then calculate, and accordingly you have to do it. Basically, it's not about what society says, it's about your numbers plus life situations. There are so many renting and buying ke myths that I think we should burst. First is myth number one is rent is a waste of money. The truth is rent equals to payment for flexibility plus lower outflow. Just like food delivery is not waste compared to buying a kitchen. Myth number two, property always appreciates. Not always. Many Indian cities have seen stagnant or slow growth in the last decade. Myth number three is EMI builds discipline. The truth is SIP भी करता है तो don't glorify EMI as the only way to save. Myth number four is owning a house is equal to freedom. Sometimes it's the opposite. EMI traps you into the job you hate because you can't risk income. Next, a middle ground. There's a hybrid approach. Here's something very, usually smart people do. Rent in expensive metros like Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, where property prices are insane. And you can buy in tier 2 and tier 3 cities where family lives or where you plan to settle later on. That way, you don't sink all your money into that one overpriced flat, but you still have an asset for the future. So here's the truth, renting versus buying is not about right or wrong. Renting is flexibility, cash flow, less stress. Buying is stability, ownership, long term security. But the smart move is to choose between on your own life stage, income, and goals. Not just because relatives say, Beta, ghar kab khareed rahe ho? Because remember, financial freedom is not about owning a house, it's about owning your choices. Now tell me, are you team rent or team buy? Drop it in the comments. Let's see who wins this eternal debate. And if this helped you see beyond the noise, hit like, share it with your confused friends, and subscribe to Finora, where we talk money with intention. See you next time.